Hey, what's up guys, it's El.P here. Today we're looking at the third generation Toyota Vitz. The Vitz nameplate was mainly used in Japan, while most international markets received the same vehicle as the Yaris or as the Echo. Produced for 9 years, from 2010, the Vitz has greatly increased in size, and rumor has it, it's because of the platform it's been based on, that it shares with other larger cars like the Ractis and the Prius. The third generation Vitz came out in December 2010, featuring a sportier stance, a redesigned front, and a roomier interior. The new model uses a single windshield wiper instead of the pair, and has its meter cluster positioned back in front of the driver and behind the wheel compared to the previous models. The Vitz is offered in F, Joella, U, and RS grades. You can pause to read through the trims. The 1.5 liter RS has a CVT transmission for the automatic, sporty front fascia and taillights. You can get it in 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive drivetrains from Japan. Toyota Vitz has been a success in Kenya. It's comfortable, affordable to buy, and fuel efficient, hence the popularity of the small car. It competes with the VW Polo, the Suzuki Swift, the Honda Fit, Nissan March, and the Mazda Demio. Starting from the back, this 2012 Vitz has gotten wider and bigger and in general larger than the previous Vitz that we've had. It's just quite bigger, really, a bigger car. Opening the boot is just a button and flicks up. You have your lock button and your unlock here. There are two separate buttons for your open and your lock. Yeah. Then you close it. The key is in your pocket. You don't need it. There's a button here. You press it once and it locks the car and you just walk away. So that's a nice feature about it. The only downside is you can't open with the same button if the key is in your pocket. It just locks it. So to open, you remove the key, unlock, open up. The boot is quite spacious. I'm about 6 and my head isn't touching where the tailgate opens up. So that's nice, really. You don't have to bend all the way down to get into things. You have a sizable boot here. You can put 2 medium-sized luggage at the boot, and you have 2 door pockets on the sides, and the seats split on a 40-60 manner, as usual with most cars. You can flip it down by raising this up and taking it down, bring it back up. One feature that's not there is the one that you had on the previous Golf, where you had your seat belts. Your seat belt had its own placing, where even if you put your seat down, it would stay. While for this one, if you go down, your seat belt would come to the back of the seat, and you have to reach out to bring it to the side. Underneath, you don't get a spare tire with this one. With these newer cars, they have run flats, so you're given a system to pump your wheels or to fill your wheels up if you have minimal damage on your tires. So you get your pump and a bit of more storage under here, so nothing much. And that's the boot. Let's get to the back seat of the car. Getting into the back of the Vitz entry is quite wide, so entry is not that hard really for anyone. Close the door, not as solid, there's a bit of shake, but it's a Vitz. How do I feel? If I sit dead up straight, I have just enough space for my head, which is quite big compared to the other vehicles that are there in the market that are this size. The door sides are all plastic with this black wood kind of material, wood kind of pattern. It's quite interesting. Your armrests are there, you get your power windows and the speakers down low. The seat is a bench. It's a contoured bench, let me say that, because the outer passengers have their contoured seats, and the center part is just the lifted area. With the seat at my sitting position, the front one, I have more than enough space, really. Even if I sit comfortably, put my feet under the passenger seat, driver's seat, quite comfortable. I can move around this car and not get tired of it, really. The back doesn't support me much. As I said, it's just a bench, but I'm glad you have headrests on this car. The center seat, one thing I've noticed with the center seat is that the seat belt is not down here. It comes from up top and straps you to the side, which is quite interesting. So you're here, remove that, have this, like that. It's quite interesting. So being that the center seat has this seat belt from up top, but I feel it would be weird for children because if you're smaller, this will just wrap around your face, really. So coming to the center seat, I have just enough space. The guys on the outer seats will feel a bit squeezed in this car with me. Our shoulders will definitely rub against each other. There's no drive shaft tunnel, so the floor is flat. So I have space for my feet. The passengers have space for their feet. We have our one cup holder that people at the back have to share and see who gets what. I bet with kids it might be really crazy. You get child seat anchor points on both outer seats, which is a good inclusion in this small car. And yeah, that's all you get in the back seat, really. Yeah, let's get to the front. One cool feature with this car so far is the seamless lock and unlock. So I have the keys in my pocket. So if to lock it, I press this ribbed area and it locks. If I try open, it's locked. Then when I put my hand behind the handle, it unlocks and the car is open. That's one great feature because you find it was on the higher end cars and not on the budget cars. To get your car jack and winch, it's located under the seat. So to remove it, you take your seat all the way forward, then you remove it from the back. That's how you get access to your jack for these cars. I've seen this on a Belter too, and I think they've been doing this on the newer models of Toyotas. So this is the second car I've seen it in, and if you can see in there, you have your jack. And if you don't know, I bet you can look for it for days. That's where your jack is. Another cool feature is this part. You lift that up to hold luggages. If you have, let me say, a box on the front seat of the car, you can put this up so that it holds it from falling to the front. That's another feature that this car has. I don't know if all the Vitz have it, but that one has it. Oh, and don't move your seat forward when it's up. Put it back down, then move your seat forward. For the front seat, entry is quite easy. I like the seats. They have this kind of sporty feeling with the side bolsters there to hold you in, so it feels really nice. So getting comfortable at the seat at my driving position, of course, sitting dead straight. I have just enough headspace. I'm about 6 foot, and if I had a really big afro, I don't think it would really fit in here. The steering wheel telescopes, it moves up, down, back and forth. The sitting is quite nice. The dashboard is quite low down, so you get to see all the surrounding nicely, and you have this nice small windows here to help with your blind spots and stuff. Visibility is good. I can see nearly 360 degrees using the side mirrors, the back, the rear view mirror and everything. Moving to the side panel here, you have this kind of like crystal pattern going on here. It's all plastic though, nothing soft material here on this car. The only soft material here is the steering wheel, and I like how it's shaped. It looks sporty, and it's a flat, nearly a flat bottom steering wheel. You get your old school handbrake. You get a lot of storage in this. This car is small. It's big right now, but it's small, relatively small, but you have so much storage. You wonder where they get all this space in these small cars. You have a small space here for maybe pens, your glove box, 2 cup holders, and yeah, your door pockets are big enough. You can fit 500 ml bottles of water easy. You can even fit 500 ml glass bottle of soda, and it fits quite well too. So that's a thumbs up on storage. The only weird thing I find with these cars is your sun visor only has your vanity mirror on the driver's side and not on the passenger side. So I don't get the logic behind it. Maybe it's just cost cutting, but yeah, you get one vanity mirror and it's only the driver's side. The passenger can use the rear view mirror if they dare to. Another cool feature that's in this car is you get a push start button, but let me say, if the battery of your key holder dies, you just press this lower part and you press this lower part and you remove the physical key. There's a port here that you just pull out or you unplug and you put your key and start the car. That's it. The battery of your keyless entry dies, but make sure to put it back because you might just need it. For connectivity, there's not much. The infotainment system has an aux cable and you get a 12-volt outlet at the bottom. Engines you get in Kenya are the 1 litre, the 1.3 and the 1.5 litre. But in places like Europe, they got the 1.8 litre and even the 1.4 diesel engine. Transmissions, we got the 4-speed automatic CVT, while Europe variants got either 5-speed or a 6-speed manual. You can pause to read through. Some of the issues recorded is in October 2012, Toyota recalled 7.4 million vehicles worldwide, including Toyota Vitz, Toyota Yaris and Corolla models due to malfunctioning power windows. The Vitz comes with up to 9 airbags, driver and front passenger airbag, front seat mounted side airbags, a knee airbag for the driver, first and second row side curtain airbag and 2 front seat cushion airbags. To conclude, there's little much to say about the Toyota Vitz. Want great fuel economy and low cost for maintenance? Nothing else beats this unless you go for a hybrid, but still maintenance will get you. So yes, at the end of the day, it's hard to beat this.